Hi, this is Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Here we have a residential application. So we have a TV, a fan here. The seating area is right around this area. My chair here will see that's a little bit off, but I think that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and look at what we have here. So one thing about this application is the ceiling height, and let's go into those dimensions real quickly here. So we have 20 feet by 15 feet depth, and then the ceiling height I have at 7 feet 6 inches. And one other thing I don't know about is the height of this fan. I have it centered within the space here, and I believe the TV fireplace backing here is centered as well, but that could be adjusted here. I guess that's not an issue really, but the fan is an issue. We need to know that it's centered in the room, and then also I have it centered within the total span of the 15 feet here, so it's middle of the room here. So now this is in a cold climate, and we want to make sure we add enough heat to it, but the installation height is going to be, again, the issue. So let me turn that off for a second and turn on the heaters themselves. So these are 4,000 watt units. These are the C model, the C series, 61.25 inch in length. So, and you can see that I have them offset here. So let's just go ahead and look at some of these dimensions that I'm concerned about. Hold on one second. There we go. So I have them centered at 7 feet from center to center on each unit. The finished elevation height is going to be 6 feet 9 inches approximately. And then from this beam here, I have it at roughly 1 foot 11 inches. The clearance below the heater is the issue that I'm most concerned about, and that is that I have the fan blades at 6 inches off of the ceiling at the lowest point, which is the lowest point of the fan blade here, and then the heater itself is at 8 inches at the lowest point, nearly 9 inches, 8/7/8 there. And so the clearance below the heater is from the face of the unit downwards and out, 18 inches out, and then 36 inches all the way down to here. So that would be the clearance of the heater itself. If the fan blade is within that clearance, then we're not meeting that. That's why the fan blade has to be higher than this 8 and 7/8 inch here. So that's going to be a critical issue that we need to confirm in order for this to work properly. And I think that's it as far as that's concerned. Now the other concern I have is the fact that the heater itself is at that elevation we had talked about right here, this 9 feet 6 feet 9 inches, and you can see that the 4,000 watt unit as well as the 3,000 watt unit, you could put a 3,000 watt unit in here, but because it's in a colder climate, I want a little bit warmer of a unit. But you can see the footprint is going to be the same on either one. It's just that the 3,000 of course is a cooler unit, but and it doesn't travel as far down as the 4,000 does, but you can see that the 4,000 is really designed for a little bit higher of an installation height, and because of that I'm missing some areas here. So I'm going to kind of move around here, and you can see that, you know, again, this is pretty much the center of the room, and I'm missing the center portion of the patio here. I got everything else pretty well covered, but again, that center portion is missing. I think that's a critical part of this design, but I can't move the heaters any closer because of the clearances regarding the fan itself. So that's my issue there. Now you can see with a higher elevation, and I'm just going to move this up, so if you had the ability to cut into the ceiling and go into a flush mount, then again we are you can see that the let's see if I get this to work right. The crossover rays here are penetrating this center position much better, and you will appreciate that warmth much better too. Let's see if I get a better angle here. So you can see the crossover rays are penetrating the center position, and I like that much better. So if that's possible, now the other issue, we might have to push the heaters a little bit further apart because of the clearance again below the heater. You can see now that we're almost penetrating the fan blade itself. I think we actually are. So that might be an issue. You have to pull them out a few inches, and again then we'll run into this issue with the crossover not penetrating properly. So now we could put a unit, let's just go ahead and show this to you real quickly. I'm going to slide this unit here and go with a 90 degree and so we could move it more towards the center, and then I'm going to just take these out for a second. Let's see here, and you can see if we had a unit like this, then I really need to move it a little bit further into the center. Let me do that quickly. Sorry that I didn't have that pre-done here. Let's see if we could do it a different way. I'm just gonna arbitrarily place it close to the middle, but you can see here that we're hitting the area pretty well. Again, this would be recessed, and I don't think that we can do that, so I'm going to move this down that 8 7/8 of an inch, and so that bracket's attached to the ceiling there. Again, we need to watch out for the fan blade, but the further down we go, the tighter the ray becomes. But that might be something that would work as well. Now this seat I have out here by the window. I think I have some dimensions. Let's see if this will be it here. Sorry, I don't have that dimension there, but you can see that this is a 7 foot here, and depending on how far out this chair goes, would dictate whether this would work for the customer or not. So if you would say just three feet out, actually there we have it. We have 9 feet 9 inches from the edge of this chair to the back edge of this chair here. So you can see we're not able to cover that whole 9 feet 9 inches, but this might be something that's acceptable, and it definitely would give the warmth for this, this area here. So that might be something that the customer would be happy with, and this would be a 4,000 watt unit as well. All right, let me just go back here and show you what this looks like again. Take off the clearance, and by the way, we need to move this down as well. There we go. So yeah, the clearance above the heater is that 9 inches, and that's not a problem at all. All right, well, I hope this helps. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, I'm Steve Walton from Tropic Heating and PatioHeat.com. Just send us an email to support@patioheat.com, and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you, and a thumbs up would be great if this has helped you. It just helps with the algorithms of YouTube. We don't monetize our stuff, so you don't have to be bothered by commercials, and the thumbs up really helps. Thank you and have a great day.